For more than 25 years, one car has defined what a luxury performance SUV should be. When BMW launched the very first X5 back in 1999, it essentially invented the entire segment, the radical idea that a tall, practical family SUV could also handle like a proper sports saloon. Every rival you can think of has been chasing it ever since. And now, BMW has completely reinvented it. This is the all-new 5th-generation BMW X5, and it is one of the most ambitious, most important new cars the company has ever made. Today we are focusing on the star of the range, the all-electric version, the iX560 xDrive, and trust me, the numbers it produces are genuinely staggering. Let us take a closer look. Now, before we get to that electric flagship, you have to understand the sheer ambition of this new X5, because BMW has done something no other car maker has ever attempted. For the very first time, this single car is offered with 5 completely different types of drive system. Think about that. You can have it as a traditional petrol or diesel, with mild hybrid assistance. You can have it as a plug-in hybrid. You can have it, as we will focus on today, as a full battery electric car. And incredibly, BMW is even launching a hydrogen fuel cell version, the iX5 Hydrogen, its first ever hydrogen-powered production car. One car, 5 completely different ways to power it. So whatever your needs, and whatever the charging or fueling situation where you live, there is an X5 built precisely for you. It is a remarkable hedging of bets, and a bold statement of just how seriously BMW is taking every possible version of the future. But it is the way this new X5 looks that you will notice first, because the design is a dramatic, ground-up reinvention. It is the first X5 built around BMW's bold new design language, which the company calls Neue Klasse, and the result is striking. Gone are the soft, rounded shapes of the old car, replaced by a clean, monolithic, and genuinely powerful presence. At the front, there is a tall, upright face, dominated by a vertically oriented version of BMW's famous kidney grille, which now glows, with an illuminated outline BMW calls Iconic Glow. Flanking it are brand new headlights, featuring a distinctive XX light signature, appearing on a BMW for the very first time. Down the sides, the surfaces are clean and uncluttered, and the door handles have disappeared entirely, replaced by flush, electrically powered units BMW calls winglets, which pop the doors open with the lightest of touches. It rides on enormous wheels, up to 23 inches across, and on the sportier M versions, finished in our footage in a gorgeous deep green with blue brake calipers peeking through, it looks absolutely fantastic. It is bold, it is futuristic, and it is unmistakably the new face of BMW. And if the outside is a revolution, then the inside is arguably an even bigger one. Climb aboard, and you are greeted by one of the most advanced, most luxurious, and most technologically dazzling cabins in the entire industry. The quality is exceptional, with beautifully clean structures, uncluttered surfaces, and some genuinely special new materials. Because BMW is now the first car maker in the world to offer interior trim made from real slate, alongside elegant glass detailing, for a feel that is sophisticated and almost elemental. The seats in this example are trimmed in a gorgeous smoke white merino leather, and they look superb. But the headline is the technology, all of it part of BMW's new Panoramic iDrive system. There is a free floating central touchscreen, a crisp 3-dimensional head-up display, and, available for the very first time in an X5, a dedicated screen for the front passenger. And then there is the truly futuristic part, BMW Panoramic Vision, which projects a wide band of key information across the entire base of the windscreen, stretching from one side of the car to the other, visible to everyone on board. Add a wrap around ambient light strip that flows from door to door, and the result is a cabin that feels less like a traditional car interior and more like a beautifully designed living space from the future. Now, let us get to the heart of why this electric version is so special: the powertrain. The iX560 xDrive uses 2 electric motors, one on each axle, for full all-wheel drive, grip, and traction, and together they produce a mighty 570 horsepower along with a huge 593 pound-feet of torque. The result is exactly the kind of effortless, rapid performance you expect from a high-end BMW, with a sprint from 0 to 60 miles an hour dealt with in around 4.4 seconds. That is seriously fast for a large, heavy, luxury SUV, and because it is electric, all of that performance arrives instantly, smoothly, and in near total silence. Top speed is electronically limited to a sensible 130 miles an hour. This is a car that will waft you along in serene comfort one moment and pin you back into those lovely seats the very next. But the truly headline-grabbing numbers, the ones that genuinely move the game on, are about range and charging. Because the iX5 uses the very latest, 6th generation of BMW's electric technology, built around the largest battery the company has ever fitted to a car, with a usable capacity of around 140 kilowatt-hours, and what that delivers is extraordinary. On the official European test cycle, the iX560 targets a range of up to 525 miles on a single charge. Let that sink in for a moment. 525 miles! Even under the tougher American testing standard, it is expected to manage around 435 miles. That is comfortably enough to wipe out range anxiety entirely, enough for almost anyone's longest regular journey without a single second thought. This is, by a clear margin, the longest range BMW ever made. If first looks at the most important new cars in the world are what you are here for, do hit that subscribe button because we cover them all. And when you do finally need to stop and charge, it is just as impressive because the iX5 is built on an advanced 800-volt electrical architecture. On a powerful enough charger, it can accept electricity at a staggering peak rate of up to 460 kilowatts, which means it can replenish its enormous battery from 10 to 80% in just 22 minutes. Think about that for a second. The biggest battery BMW has ever made, refilled in barely longer than a coffee break. On top of that, it offers clever bidirectional charging, which means the car can actually send power back out to your home or to other devices, turning that vast battery into a giant power bank on wheels. It is genuinely cutting-edge stuff, and it puts most rivals firmly in the shade. Of course, this being an X5, it is not just about straight-line speed and charging numbers. BMW has always insisted that its SUVs handle like proper driver's cars, and this new one is no exception. It comes with adaptive suspension as standard and a near-perfect 50-50 weight distribution between the front and rear axles. Higher specifications add an even cleverer system with roll stabilization to keep the big body flat and composed through corners, while still soaking up bumps for a supremely comfortable ride. There is sophisticated technology, which BMW calls the heart of joy, that governs the way it accelerates and brakes, including a feature called soft stop, designed to bring the car to the smoothest, gentlest halt imaginable. And there is a full suite of intelligent driver assistance systems to take the strain out of long motorway journeys. It promises to blend genuine driving engagement with effortless luxury in classic X5 fashion. So, it all sounds almost too good to be true, and of course, there are some honest things to weigh up. The first, inevitably, is price. This electric iX560 is the most expensive version of the entire new X5 range at launch, starting at over $80,000 before you add a single option, and the temptations on that options list are many. The second is weight. All that battery capacity makes the iX5 enormously heavy. In fact, it is the heaviest production car BMW has ever built, tipping the scales at over 6,200 pounds. You do feel that mass, and it has real consequences for things like tire and brake wear. And the third is simply that this dramatic, illuminated XX new design will not be to everybody's taste. It is bold, and it is divisive, and some loyal BMW fans will miss the cleaner, more restrained look of the old car. As with most cutting-edge cars, it is also deeply reliant on its screens, so there are fewer physical buttons than some drivers would ideally like. These are the trade-offs of sitting right at the bleeding edge of the technology. So, here is the bottom line on the new BMW X5 and its electric iX5 flagship. 25 years ago, the original X5 invented this entire class of car. And with this fifth generation, BMW is making a powerful statement that it intends to lead it for the next 25 years too. With its bold new design, its breathtakingly advanced interior, its genuinely unique choice of 5 different powertrains, and an electric version that offers a class-leading 525 miles of range and astonishingly fast charging, this is a hugely significant car. Yes, it is expensive, yes, it is heavy, and yes, its styling is brave. But it is also, quite simply, one of the most technologically accomplished luxury SUVs ever created. Production is already underway at BMW's plant in Spartanburg, in the United States, with these electric and plug-in hybrid versions arriving in early 2027. The king of the luxury SUV segment, it seems, is in no mood whatsoever to give up its crown. Out of those 5 different powertrains, which one would you choose? Let me know down in the comments. For watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more content just like this. Leave a comment below with your thoughts or questions. I read every single one. And don't forget to click the bell icon to get notified about my next upload. See you in the next video.